Yes, I'm a bit. I was drinking a whole night.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is Sunday, and a friend of mine from, how long ago did you get married?
Oh, that's about 5.
5 years ago?
Yeah.
The man whose videos I did for Rick and Marietta stopped by, and he works in America, but he's moving to the Philippines, so we're just sitting here chit-chatting like men do.
With a nice view.
With a nice view. Rick said, "What are we going to talk about?" And I said, we'll talk about men's stuff.
Like automatic voltage regulators.
So our conversation today, right now, we were talking about diamond. Rick asked me about the electric here, and the electric here is it fluctuates from 180 volts to 300 volts.
Your appliances don't last long here.
No, the appliances burn right up because it gets a 300 volt surge. So I was explaining to Rick that he's going to need a 10,000 watt diamond converter. So for anybody that wants to move to the Philippines, then you could run a washing machine or a 30-gallon compressor or a drill press or other power tools from the converter. But if you try to bring your even 220 tools here without a converter, and you can't buy them here. If you buy the ones here, they're like $500 for a 5,000 watt in the local stores. So you really should bring Louis Pagan Ponce. You got to notice Louis is a long time friend. Hey, Flat Earth, thanks for stopping by. So if you guys are coming here, you need to buy one for $379, a 10,000 watt diamond converter. So Rick is going to be moving about half a mile from here. And Rick and I did the video at Rick's wedding, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And he stopped.
On the beach wedding.
On the beach wedding. He had, if you wanted to see something cool, the children at the wedding, Rick had a man come with ice cream, yeah?
Oh, yeah. We had
ice
cream for everybody. Also, lots of food, drinks, good time. Michael had a good time.
And Daisy. I was with Daisy, yeah. And it was the children with the ice cream, because that was, especially 5 years ago, that was a rarity to have ice cream. Unlimited ice cream. Those children sat around that. It's a weird little setup, but it's only about 8 inches wide and it's 3 feet deep, and the ice cream's in dry ice. Hey, the Toad. Hello, Michael. We look well. We're doing fine, thanks to Toad. Thanks for stopping by. So that there is my neighbor, Scotty. Potty Hoog, Scotty, give me 5. He's learning to walk. So Rick is actually my landlord's relative through marriage, yeah?
I'm not sure. It could be. They're all, cousins and my family. Yeah, my wife's families have lots of property here on where we're at.
Yeah, this family that I rent from, his wife is one cousin, one member of, she said, several hundred people. Bantayan Brawler, the family tree. So, and Rick built a beautiful restaurant up the road about 5 years ago, and what a beautiful place. He bought a piece of land. So him and his wife are getting ready to move permanently.
Yeah.
When? About a year?
This year, next year. Yep. I'm planning on doing the move.
Do you want to tell them what you do for a living? Or?
I'm a hydro control operator, Washington State.
Washington State, you control the water?
I'm working a control room, control water, and I can start and stop units, keep water in the rivers.
So you manually adjust the height. You have a dam?
Yeah. I can open up spill gates, and there are five different states, so 3 different river systems.
Wait, you can open up the gates from 3 different states?
Yeah. I can start and stop units.
From one control mechanism?
Yeah.
And how many
automation? Yeah.
How many the dam that you actually work at? How many gallons is in, or how many cubic yards of water is
CFS?
behind?
Oh yeah, I'm not sure. It's pretty much run of the river type dams. I mean, because it doesn't take long to fill up, and then we need to move water. We'll generate full, or have to open up spill gates just to.
And why do they raise and lower? It's for boat traffic?
Well, why do we? Well, the inflows, because we have to open up the spill so water doesn't go over the top of the dam.
Over the top of the overflow.
And then, of course, you try and during the summertime, you'll try and save the water for recreation. Then there's also of course the river. You got to maintain. Got to keep the river with a certain amount of CFS in the rivers for the fish. So,
okay.
And that's where you can't lower the water too fast, because you can strand fish. So you got ramp rates going down.
Oh, so the fish
going up.
The water has to go slow through the grating so the fish can swim away.
Well, if you're ramping down, bringing the river down, you have a ramp rate. You can't just drop, all of a sudden cut 20,000 CFS of water. Maybe a foot. Like a foot of water in an hour. We can only drop like 1,700 an hour.
Unless there's a torrential downpour, then you just have to go with
now going up. That's ramp rates go. There ain't. We can go up like a foot and a half an hour going up. We're not going to strand fish in.
Okay.
So.
What's that word? Strand.
Strand.
Yeah, strand fish.
Yeah. So like in a puddle. If you're
okay.
Water, you don't want to strand the fish in little puddles, and then they'll die.
So if you were to lower the water too fast, they wouldn't be able to swim away from the shore, from the estuaries.
I guess so, yeah. So we have ramp rates, so we got to follow that. And let's say alarms, plants, I'll get alarms, and then I'll have to call operators out to go investigate why, cooling system or oil level temps.
Wow. And the last time Rick was here, he brought me enough earplugs that I still have earplugs from back then. And he brought me number 2 pencils, if I remember correctly.
Carpenter pencils?
Carpenter, red and blacks.
And why are they flat?
Why are they flat? Because they have it built into a carpenter's pencil are several measurements.
Yeah, I know, but why is a carpenter pencil flat?
I don't know. Tell me why the carpenter's pencils are flat.
So they don't roll off the roof.
So they don't roll off the roof. See, I learned something.
Yeah.
I should know that.
Yeah, right. There's a reason for everything, right? Or rolling off a not level bench.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's
they're not
true.
Gonna roll away.
I thought it was because one way they're 5/8 of an inch, another way they're a 1/4 inch.
Maybe there's another purpose there, but
yeah,
no, they're not going to roll away. They're not going to roll off your bench or off the roof.
But you can't. Yeah, I never knew that. I learned something new today. They don't roll off the roof, and that makes sense too. And they were red and blacks too. They weren't just any old carpenter's pencils. And you brought me the earplugs, and he brought beef jerky, I think it was.
Okay, yeah.
Beef jerky.
And you brought chocolates for Daisy.
Sausages for Daisy. Yeah, that was nice.
So the other thing to bring though, and that's plumbing stuff. You can't buy good. Everything's China cheap junk.
I'll give you a list of what you can't. For instance, you can't. Okay, so you're going to be doing plumbing. You can't get gray glue here. Not possible. You can't get blue glue here. For PVC, you cannot get yellow glue here. You can only get what they call a 2-in-1 glue. It's a glue and a cleaner. And you could put the pipes together, but they don't stick together.
I'm gonna bring an assortment of good galvanized or stainless steel pipe. Probably just good galvanized.
Yeah, if you're gonna, are you gonna bring a container?
No, I'm just gonna fill a bunch of boxes of LBC and ship them.
Well, I'll give you the name of the company that I used. They charge $60 a box for 50 kilos. $60 a
See,
box.
LBC, then you fill it up and there's a
Right,
flat
but it's
rate.
$175.
I think it was like $6. I'm not
Well,
sure.
okay, I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
Yeah.
It could LBC. You can fill up a box of power tools for $175, but I think just a regular box is $75 or $80.
And it doesn't matter if you fill it up with rock,
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what the weight is.
Right, the weight is unlimited weight
Just
for
fill it
LBC, but if you're going to load it up with power tools, you have to pay a flat rate. I think it was,
If you tell them it has power tools in it.
yeah. If you tell them it has, well, you can't not tell them it has power tools. That would be
I
falsifying documents. And
I did a microwave. Here 6 years ago
oh yeah,
with the LBC. Yeah, a good microwave.
oh yeah. If you guys are coming from America, you want to bring. You can buy. Okay, for instance,
And a hot plate. I have a griddle. I
yeah,
have a nice griddle.
you can buy. Let's just say, what's a Frigidaire? Like a refrigerator, Frigidaire here, or you could buy one in America. The one you buy in America is a first off the line. The one you buy here is a reject that's probably been remanufactured. Most of them. Hey, Manny.
Oh, here's another one.
Mein Buntag. Merry Christmas, Manny. Mali Pasco.
About 4 years ago, I bought a nice standard. What was it? It's a faucet standard. No,
Faucet?
American standard. I think they call it.
American Standard.
Have you seen
Faucet.
that, Brent? I mean, they're spending.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good solid. They call it American Standard. Okay. Well, you get sometimes a cartridge where it won't shut off or won't go on. Well, you can take the handle off and pull the cartridge. Right. You don't have to buy a new faucet.
Right.
You change the cartridge.
They don't have that
So I
yet.
came back and I went over. I was there, yesterday. Went in where they got the standard American Standard faucets, and so I like to get the cartridge in there. Oh no, we don't have that. You got to buy a new one. It's like 4,000 pesos.
For a faucet and a cartridge.
No, they want you to buy brand new. Oh no, then you might as well buy a cheap one. So here you're buying a quality faucet, thinking you can replace this
ceramic cartridge.
Yeah. No, they don't stock them.
So that happens all the time with
Yeah.
me. You buy something. So he's saying if you buy a faucet for 4,000 pesos
A
here,
good quality one that's not going to fall apart, corrode.
but they don't sell the replacement cartridge, and that is standard procedure here. You know what they want for an alternator here? Okay, for a car, $525 for an alternator.
Yeah.
For a 24-volt alternator, $525. But if I was in America at Napa, I could buy one for about $200. So it's $200, but they charge you an import fee from America. China builds the alternator, they send it to America, and then you buy it from America for $200. But if you buy it in the Philippines, it's $525. So you gotta bring stuff here if you guys are coming to the Philippines. You really need
Like tools, good tools.
good tools. American-made Milwaukees are a completely different tool than the Milwaukee tools you buy here.
It's Chinese stuff.
I tried to explain to people that the Milwaukee tools here, the extension cord, my buntag amiga. Merry Christmas. Salamat. So I tried to explain to people that the cords on the Milwaukee tools here are a number 22 copper wire. But you buy the same 8 amp tool in America, and it could be a 12 wire or a 14 wire. It's better to bring your own tools. So Rick's wife, I went to their wedding 5 years ago, and she's at church.
She's at church. I dropped her off at the church.
And you?
And me, I went over with the brothers to look for a pig for lechon for Christmas. So left them there and come over here and say hi to Michael.
Thank you. And Rick's family, when at the wedding, I had the pleasure of meeting his whole family and Marietta's and Rick's family. They had probably 20 people working on food. There had to be 200 people at the party, yeah?
I don't know, there was lots, but I'm sure a lot of cousins, strangers.
200 people. So when I said to Marietta, because Marietta is my landlord's niece or nephew or niece, I said, is this your whole family? Because she said Marietta grew up on this property where we're sitting now. As a child, she played in this area here. This was her playground right here. And she said there's over 400 relatives. If she invited all of them, there would be not enough room for 400 people. And the buffet was at the Moro Army, right?
Yeah.
And you brought your own food?
Well, it was catered.
They what?
It was catered. Now we did 2 pigs, lechon style.
Yeah, but your family was making pancit and everything?
Oh yeah, no, there was some of that, but then there was also some catered. Moro Army.
Oh, Moro Army
also,
catered?
They made some
So
different dishes.
Moro Army is located about 150 feet from the Bellevue Hotel. So they cater on the beach, on a white sand beach, and they have all the tents and tarpaulins necessary to cater. Well, there were 200 people at the party, and we were all under tents. So it's a catering hall on the island of Panglao, if anybody's interested. So what I'm going to do now is Rick and I are going to talk about some more man stuff. Dennis Adam. Hello, Dennis. Good morning. Merry Christmas, Dennis. Merry Christmas. I don't know if you have your earplugs in. Merry Christmas. Thank you for stopping by. So, how big are the lechons?
Oh, they don't like to go get them too big, because
Do you have somebody to cook them? Your family.
Yeah.
His family was the ones that dressed the lechon. Actually,
normally, with inside they'll use like a lemongrass and garlic and some, I think, bay leaves, peppercorn. I think I already said garlic, but mainly lemongrass, and then they'll sew it up and.
yeah. Jonas, mein Buntag. So, actually his family was the family that taught me, showed me for the very first time that I was in Panglao, how they dress down a lechon. They boil water. They take the hair off with a razor blade, and they take the innards. It was an amazing. I have it on video, actually. I never posted the one where they dress down the lechon because
Some people,
yeah, YouTube has rules about slaying animals on live stream.
And when they're cooking, they'll like to dump, I think it's Pepsi, coat it with Pepsi to give it that.
Yeah, they glaze it with Coca-Cola or Pepsi. And I watched the whole process take place over the course of 3 days. And they have a well, an artesian well on their property, because half a mile away from where I live now, in 2000.
In their language, it's something called like the rock well, because it's a really rocky area, and that's where the well's at there. So I don't remember what.
Brackish water.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, brackish water, salt and fresh. What do we have? The same thing here. And I remember when we had no rain for a couple of days, I remember people going to that well and getting water. It's a brackish water. It's salt and fresh.
And
but
how it ended up being dug is because the boys were sent to collect water in the sea, and they would play. They'd spend too much time, so the parents had them dig the well.
and it works. It's a big well too. You can go swimming in this well. Well, you can go in there. It's bigger than a big hot tub, that's for sure. So that was interesting. It was like my first understanding of the Philippines, and there was a lot of people on the compound working. They were making like 50-pound batches of pancit, and they had the tomatoes, and they were cutting up carrots. It was pretty interesting how they all worked together.
So one of the things I brought for the brothers for cooking lechon, what they'll do is they put it on this post, and they have a wheel. Normally it's
Like a
rebar.
steering
It's
wheel.
with a rebar, so it's grooved, and I got a suicide knob for them. Oh, they thought that was so cool.
Oh,
so
wow.
I checked that out, so they're going to do this.
That's like we had on the old cars with the
equipment.
Yeah, it was like an 8-ball, but
Yeah.
with a bearing in it.
Now you call them suicide knobs, or but heavy equipment will have them. So I got a couple of those for doing lechon, and clamp it onto the wheel. Yeah.
Nice. Jonas, come over here, Polyhood. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Jonas, do you know you
Manuel Fudolin
you know his wife?
From
here. Manuel, you know Manuel Fudolin?
Manuel.
Yeah,
Yeah. Your wife?
yeah. His sister's my wife. Indai.
Inda, yeah.
Yeah.
Your friend.
Yeah.
My friend.
Yeah.
Yes, I went to his wedding, Marietta's wedding. You know them because they're from here. Marietta grew up on this property.
Yeah, you know him. Yeah. Lucian and Andoy.
Yeah, my wife. You know.
Yes, yes.
Because my place from Lobok. My wife from here.
Oh,
Your wife,
so your
right.
Wife,
Yeah. I
His
live
wife is-
almost 15 years here.
oh,
Grandma. What is Grandma's last
So
name?
Yeah.
Philemon, yeah?
Ah.
Grandma.
But you're from Lobok?
Yeah.
Okay, and your wife is from here. Is she related to the Fudolins? Is your wife related to Fudolin?
Modulin?
Yeah, is your wife related to Fudolin?
Is your wife a
Manuel.
relative, familiar? Yeah.
Cousins? Are they cousins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's a cousin here, right? There's 500 cousins.
Because my wife, there's a lot of cousin.
Yeah.
Loma, Loa, Clement, Hora, Isano.
Yeah.
All here is
Yeah,
relative.
yeah, yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, the big familia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice here.
No, Opal.
Yeah.
Opal. Okay,
right.
Jonas,
Bye.
have a nice day, Jonas. So, yeah, all of these people, when I say I come from a fishing village, how old is this
I don't know,
village?
but yeah,
It's old, right?
Yeah.
Hundreds of years?
So Marietta's dad, he's passed, but have his old pump boat that was carved out. It's solid log, so it's solid wood. It wasn't made out of plywood.
But it's over 100 years old, right?
Now I'm not sure about his paddle boat because
No. I mean, this area as a fishing
yeah,
village is
yeah.
400 or 500 years they've been
I'm
fishing.
sure, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Jim Alva. Good morning, Jim. And Rick,
Yeah.
I smelt the lechon
It's
talk.
tasty, yeah. Good stuff.
Hey,
Now
Jim. His family is going to dress and cook the lechon, but I was saying that his family taught me, not that I would ever want to do it, because it's a lot of work. It takes them 2 or 3 men, takes them several hours to dress a pig, yeah?
Oh yeah. Well, they'll start first thing in the morning. Yep. They'll.
And we watched them. I watched them. Daisy wasn't with me. We went to the wedding together a few days later, but I watched them lasso the animal and slaughter the animal. And they collect the blood. What is that blood called?
I'm not sure. I don't remember what they. Yeah, they make a dish.
They
with
make a blood.
also.
They make a blood. They take the innards. That's for sure. They take the innards and they make a something.
They don't throw anything away.
They don't throw anything away from the animal. Yeah, nothing. And then the bones eventually go to the dogs. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say goodbye, and I want to thank everybody for stopping by, and I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and from Rick
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody.
and Marietta,
Yeah, and Marietta.
and
So,
and a Happy New Year.
and a happy
Should we
New
wish
Year,
them a
happy
Happy New Year?
holidays, and, yeah. Need to come to the Philippines, baby.
More fun in the Philippines, baby.
Ah.
So, you know what? If you'd like, I bought a drone, which you know about, right?
Yeah, I've seen you. Yep.
You've been watching my
Oh, one of the
videos?
things I shared it with my wife, and there was what she did, because we had a big screen at home. So she's seen different people that she knew. So we took a picture of it, and she said, "Hey," it was like instantly that she would send these pictures from your drone from the plaza.
Oh, yeah?
The plaza, because there was
St. Augustine.
the plaza when the schools were
The
doing
school,
their,
the St.
yeah.
Lourdes High School.
Yeah, they were doing their competition stuff, and so she's seen different friends and taking pictures, and then messaging them on Facebook. I got a picture of you, and it was because of she was getting them off of your drone.
She saw her friends
on,
on the video.
Yes.
She saw her friends.
and so
Wow, that's
as
interesting.
it was being played, she just took
Snap, yeah,
yeah.
freeze framed it.
Yeah, so it was kind of fun.
Yeah, you never know who's watching when you're making videos. So I made a bunch of those Lourdes High School videos, apparently, but my subscriber base was not interested. Hey, Guapo, Merry Christmas.
So then
Advance.
Then right now at the plaza, it's all Christmassy. You go by in the Jeeps, and the little kids, they'll go Christmas, because they see it's all the Christmas lights and Christmas trees.
Oh, I'm gonna go down there and make a video.
Yeah.
If you want, we'll go together. I'll do a drone video with you and Marietta.
Okay, we'll have to check and see.
Do you have a tricycle this time?
Nope. We have I ended up getting a
I'll get
Airblade.
I'll get a ride. Yeah. You got a what?
Airblade. That's our new. It's a.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you want, I'll make a nice drone video with you and Marietta at the Christmas. We'll go about 4 o'clock. How long are you going to be here for?
Well, I'm going to be here till January. She's going to be here until February. So. January 5th.
Well, we don't have to go before Christmas. The lights are going to be on. But if you have time next week, well, they set up the St. Augustine Church with Christmas lights. It looks really nice. I was there.
It's the Christmas for the Philippines here.
Yeah, it's actually quite a nice layout that they did. So I want to do a drone video at around sunset, where the lights come on at dusk, and because the camera, the Mavic Air 2S has such a good camera in it, it can almost do night vision. So, yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
So for now, I'm gonna say goodbye and chit chat with Rick. Mein Buntag. Chit chat with Rick for a little while longer. I want to thank everybody again. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And from the Philippines, baby, from Michael Fazio and Daisy May. Soon. And Rick and Marietta.
Yeah.
So we'll say Umping
Wish
Permi.
everybody the best. Bye now.
Umping Permi. Bye-bye, which means, of course, take care always. Bye-bye for now.